Hello my loves, welcome to my channel Sun Love Stars. Welcome to today's pick a card reading. For those of you who have not seen my community post, I had the worst cold and you probably can still hear it in my voice, but I was completely knocked out for days, and it's the first day where I kind of feel like I want to go on camera because I miss reading cards. Okay, I just want to say thank you to everybody who sent me well wishes. I actually truly believe that it helped, because the one day where I posted the community post about me being sick, I got so many beautiful comments of you guys, and I feel like the good energy actually came to me because the next day I started to feel better. So I just want to say thank you. And for those who haven't seen the community post, that's the reason why you haven't seen like a video in a week, because I was completely knocked out. That was the type of cold that traumatizes you, to be honest with you. The cold was so freaking bad. It was not just, oh, feeling a little bit like weak or something like that. That was a cold that really knocked you out completely. Like I had everything from A to Z or A to Z that you can think of when it comes to a cold. Okay, so that's the reason why my voice still sounds a little bit funny, but I feel like I want to do a reading today, and the reading is gonna be mysterious because the topic today is, what are you not seeing? Okay, what are you not seeing? What is going on around you that you're not fully aware of? What are the hidden energies around you? Okay, without further ado, I don't want to talk too much. In the next clip you can choose between 3 images and take your time, calm down, center yourself, take a deep breath before you choose your pile. If you feel indecisive, you can definitely use a number generator on Google. Just ask your spirit guides, please come through, guide me to the right pile and show you the right pile. Okay, so without further ado, I don't have anything else to say besides thank you so much, and I'm freaking happy to be here. Actually, when I was sick, I was really realizing, you know, like usually people are like, I don't like being sick, I don't like having a cold, but I'm kind of a little bit happy about it because I don't have to work. And for me it was kind of like, oh my god, I'm laying here, and it was not even about like pushing myself too much that I have to be productive. It was really like an urge, as if it is like an urge in my blood, kind of like you know, like an animal, that like a bird that needs to fly, or I don't know, like a lion that wants to roar. It was so natural to me to do readings. I felt this urge of like, I want to do a tarot reading, and in that moment I kind of realized that this is really like my second nature to do readings, because it didn't feel like work. It felt like I'm missing something if I'm not reading cards. I don't even know why the fuck I tell you guys that. As a collective message, there might be an energy where I'm just channeling right now. As a collective message, there might be an energy where the absence of something makes you realize how important it is to you, or how much of an importance it has in your life. But I'm also specifically talking about like natural abilities that you have, or something about like I never noticed that I do it that way, but since, for example, since there has been like a change in my daily routine, I realize how much I miss passing this beautiful house when I go, you know, to work. And I'm picking up the energy here of, and collectively, I don't even know why I'm talking about that, because I never do a collective reading, but I'm picking up the energy of like collectively, when we realize that little things make us happy. And I know it's so cliche, but sometimes we really have to hear that, right? Sometimes the simplest answer is the answer that one needed. But I'm picking up the energy sometimes when we realize how happy little things make us, it just makes life a little bit sweeter. And the plot twist about it is that your energy also becomes sweeter very naturally, very organically. Because if you're happy, like for example, let me show you guys. I actually want to decorate a little bit of my background a little bit more. It looks like I'm really chatty today, but I bought candy cane. Give me a moment. I think there's an order on the door. Didn't I say I don't have much to say? That's so funny. Okay. Sorry guys. So I bought this candy cane and I freaking love it. Oh my god. And it's so interesting because I felt like shit for the past week. And today I went outside for the first time in a week and I saw this candy cane and it made me happy. Like, why the fuck does this little thing make me so freaking happy? Like, it made me smile and I could feel like, oh my god, I didn't smile that much for 7 days, and this little candy cane thingy-majigger decoration makes me so happy. And then I realized, like, life is way more beautiful if we are happy about small things. Because, and then the plot twist also is, if you're always finding yourself being happy about small things, it brightens up your aura, it brightens up your energy, and then you're more likely to even attract bigger things into your life. That's the funny thing, you know. The funny thing is, this is not just about like, oh, what am I supposed to do with that? This is not gonna solve my problems, but it makes you happy for a second. That's the most important thing. It makes you smile on a gloomy day, you know? I don't even know why I went into that message. I'm also very emotional. Okay, so if I cry in a reading, don't mind me. I'm just like very connected to water. Okay, I'm very connected to water, so there might be some tears, but tears are for cleansing. Look at me, I'm very chatty today. You see, I really missed you guys because it looks like I'm very chatty. I want to talk a lot, okay? So, collective message is, if you find small things to be happy about, it brightens up your energy, it romanticizes your life, even if life is hard. But there can be sweet little moments, and when those sweet little moments accumulate and, you know, become, you know, like the core energy in your being and your soul, okay, it's very natural for people who are happy about small things or find joy in small things to attract bigger things, because again, your aura is very, very inviting. Okay guys, I don't even know who watches the intro. I saw some of you guys, you told me that you watched the intro. I'm very happy about that, but I would say let's get to the reading, okay? This might also be a little bit of like a shorter reading, I suppose. I always say that, and then the reading is super duper long, but I'm trying to make it a little bit shorter, not to overwhelm myself and my system. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to see your reading, guys. beautiful pile number 1. So you chose this beautiful image here. And let's find out what's going on. What is hidden from you, okay? I already laid out all your cards. And I'm going to channel the energy first, and then we're going to look at the cards together. So first things first that I pick up here with you guys is what you're not seeing, or what is hidden from you, is that there's somebody watching you, okay? I don't know if some of you guys, you are on a dating website or at work. There's something about a person. What you're not seeing is that you are being watched or looked at. And the person that is looking at you, okay, for some of you guys, this could be like somebody on a dating app. Let's say you are on a dating app, or this could also be like at work, like somebody new, or I don't know if you send applications. There's something about somebody's watching you, okay? Somebody's watching you, somebody's looking at your profile, somebody's looking at your pictures, somebody's looking at your YouTube channel, okay? Depending on what's going on in your life. Somebody's on your Snapchat, or if you have like a website, somebody's on your website, something like that, okay? Now the interesting thing that I pick up here is this person is, I'm hearing this person is a big fish, okay? So whoever is looking at you is somebody who's in a bigger position, okay? I'm not talking about they're wealthy or rich. They could just be like executing or having a profession or doing something that is on a bigger scale, okay? For example, let's say you are very much into books. You like to read. And you have a collection of 100 books. This person might have like a collection of 1,000 books. Because I'm picking up the energy here that this person that is watching you, what is hidden from you is that you're being watched. Somebody's literally looking at you, okay? Now, if it's an application, I think you would know that somebody's looking at your application. So I'm picking up, this goes more into the romantic energy, or more in the energy of like, if you are somehow public, yeah, it feels like there's something about like, if you create content, or if you are on a dating app, or if your profile is public, somebody's looking at your profile, okay? Somebody's looking at your pictures. Or at your website, depending on what you're doing. And I'm picking up the energy, if you knew who this person was, for some of you guys, it's gonna get exposed to you. And for others of you, this might be still something that is gonna stay hidden. But I'm picking up the energy, this person is either older than you, has, let's say, for example, you are a tarot reader, okay? Or you are a fashion blogger. And you have like a small amount of subscribers. I'm picking up the energy that you're being watched by somebody who has like a bigger following, or you might be somebody who just posts like pictures on Instagram, but there's like a company looking at your profile and thinking about if they want to invite you to a casting, something along those lines. There's like either like a bigger person, a bigger company, or like a person that you would perceive as, oh, this person is a few levels above me. May that be professionally, may that be, it doesn't matter what it is. They're not better than you, they're just more advanced, okay? This could also be somebody who's a little bit older than you, okay? Because with the King of Cups, for me, this feels like the energy that this is you, okay? And I'm picking up that you're being watched. You can see that he has like a telescope in his hands. I know the lightning is very, it's not that easy to see, but I think you can see it now, okay? You're definitely being watched by somebody, and this person is like mesmerized by you, or they find you cute. Somebody finds you cute, or somebody thinks you're very, very talented. Again, for example, if you are a content creator, you have like 2,000 subscribers, there might be somebody watching you that has 50,000 subscribers. Or if you post like pictures on Instagram or something like that, you might be surprised that somebody who's like, I don't know, that you would perceive as like, oh my god, that's like crazy that this person is watching me. This is what it feels like. Or I'm also picking up here what is hidden from you, that what is hidden from you is that somebody has a crush on you, okay? Somebody has a crush on you. Somebody wants to talk to you. I'm actually picking up here that this is going to be exposed to you, okay? I'm picking up, yeah, somebody finds you attractive, somebody finds you really, really cute, or somebody finds what you're doing, like they're mesmerized by it, okay? Or they find you very attractive, or they find you very alluring, or something along those lines. But I keep hearing it's like a bigger fish. Okay, so if you knew who this person was, and it's gonna get exposed to most of you guys, you would perceive yourself as like a small fish, while this person is a big fish, okay? So again, this could be somebody who's a little bit older than you, is a little bit more mature than you, has more... I don't know why I heard credentials. I don't even know what the fuck that means. This could be somebody who's way more established in life than you, or somebody who has like a bigger voice, let's say, or a bigger platform, a bigger audience. Or it could again also be like somebody who's older, and therefore, like, let's say there is like an age gap of 7 years. Maybe they already have their own apartment, like they bought their own apartment, or maybe they already own property, which is something, yeah, I'm picking up the energy that this person that is interested in you is actually somebody that if you know who they are, you're gonna look up to them, okay? Because this person has accomplished something. Like, you guys are very, very similar is what I'm picking up. You and the other person, you are very similar, or you have similar interests, or you're made from the same cloth, but they're like a few levels above you, or a few levels, like they're more advanced. Like you are in the beginner class and they would be in the advanced. Oh, this could also be at school, okay? So if you're learning a language, there might be somebody in class that is like in the advanced group, or when it comes to like sports, I don't know, like when it comes to like going to like a class, a group, there might be somebody from the advanced class that is interested in you. This could also be like a boss, a manager being interested in you or finding you attractive, okay? There's something about somebody has like a secret crush on you, or somebody finds you very, very attractive. I'm picking up the energy here. This is either, again, a person who is... With the Six of Wands, I'm picking up the energy. This could be like you might be surprised that somebody who is in the public, yeah, again, somebody who's in the public eye is interested in who you are or what you do. And if you knew who this person was, you would think I'm a small fish and they're a big fish. So a big fish is watching a small fish. Okay? I'm picking up the energy. This person wants to start a conversation with you, or... yeah, there's something about what you're not seeing, or what is hidden from you, is that you're gonna get approached by a man or by a woman, may that be in public, may that be online, may that be through email, letter, whatever, whoever, or may that be through a friend, because I'm also picking up, yeah, that's interesting, I'm also picking up here. Oh, do you know what this reminds me of, guys? I'm gonna tell you a little story here. Okay, so I was outside with my mom. We went out to eat, and somebody glued a sheet, or like a poster, like a message on a traffic light. Or I don't even know if it was a traffic light anyway. So this poster or a message said, hey, yesterday I saw this beautiful lady with sunglasses and curly hair, and like the guy was writing, or I think it was a girl talking about a guy, or a guy talking about a girl, it doesn't matter, but somebody literally wrote a message about how they're looking for a woman that they met last weekend in front of like a restaurant, and then the lady said I was too shy, or the guy was too shy to ask for the number. So they're asking now, like, if somebody knows this lady, or if the lady happens to pass by this traffic light, she might see this message. Yeah, there's something about somebody has their eyes on you and they want to get to know you, or they're just interested in getting to know you, or they want to have a conversation with you, okay? This conversation that they want to have with you could be, yeah. And I'm also hearing with the card here, because we have Earth and it says common sense. It's kind of like you and this person, you are on the same wavelength, but again, they're like a few steps further than you. They might be older than you, or they might be more advanced, okay? They might be in the advanced class and you're in the beginner class. Could also be in the gym, you go to a Zumba class, and maybe somebody from the advanced class or the teacher himself has a crush on you. I don't know if you guys already noticed. Sorry guys, I feel like for some of you guys, you already noticed that somebody has an eye on you. You have been asking yourself, do they really have an eye on me? Yes, they do. Okay. And I'm also hearing somebody has the hots for you. So somebody finds you sexy, attractive, somebody wants to meet up with you. And yeah, there's something like somebody has their eye on you, basically. And this person wants to have a conversation with you. Okay, so this person's probably going to reach out to you. They might be thinking about how they can approach you. Okay, again, this could be platonic, romantic, or business. It doesn't have to be romantic. This could also be somebody who really, like, for example, you always go to the same coffee shop, and then there's this worker there, like this waitress or waiter, and they really like your style, or they really like your vibe, and they actually want to approach you and ask you and talk to you because they somehow feel drawn to you. That's what it feels like. So somebody has been looking at you. They feel super duper drawn to you. Okay, for some of you guys, this goes in the romantic direction. Okay, for some of you guys, somebody is falling in love with you, or somebody is like looking at your pictures, being very like dreamy, or feeling like you're super duper cute, or you're exactly what, like I'm also hearing you're somebody's type. Okay, so somebody's looking at you. Again, for some of you guys, if it is on a dating app, I'm picking up this person will soon appear. Okay, yeah, I'm also hearing like, for example, if it's on Tinder or like Bumble or something like that, this person might, how do you say that? You can like super like somebody is what I'm picking up here. Or there's some type of message here coming through, and I'm picking up the energy that you're gonna be very, very honored, or you're gonna be like, whoa, you're interested in me, or you noticed me, or this company noticed me, or something like that. Okay, there's something about, if I look at this card, for me this looks like, sorry guys, she has like a little chicken in her head. Okay, in her head? In her hand. Okay, and then we have the lion here, which is a very odd couple, right? Like a chicken and a lion. It's like a small little something something and a big one. Yeah, I'm also hearing like you're gonna be surprised at what is hidden from you, so that big people are looking up to you, or that you somehow are attracting like a big person or a big personality, or somebody who's in the public eye, or somebody who's well respected. There's something about like a very odd, or you're gonna perceive it as like very odd, that somebody of high social status, or that somebody of like an older age is so interested in you. Okay, this actually, I think I talked about that before, but it actually reminds me of like, I used to have not a stalker, but he was like a little bit weird. So I was working in a toy store, and then there was this French guy or French man. He had his own bistro, so he had his own restaurant, and he was always like, you know, the way he dressed was like elegant. Not always, but you know, like they were selling like, you know, French cuisine and French fromage, you know, like cheese. And it was like very like, you know, kind of like high level, like, oh, I'm gonna get my French cheese and my baguette and, you know, my wine. And at that time, I was very, very young. I was not too young for him, but I was quite young. And I remember, since it was yesterday, I already knew that he had like a crush on me, because he looked at me for a little too much, a little too long, and freaking pretty much every day. Okay, but on the day where he actually approached me, because I feel like he had to, you know, he had to find the courage to approach me. but he approached me on the day where I looked the shittiest. I had like a green pullover on, like a light blue jeans, and he was there with his shirt and satin shirt, and it didn't mix at all. Like I still to this day, I don't know what he found interesting in me, because the way I was dressed was so casual and sporty, and he was like elegant, and it didn't make sense at all. But this is what I'm picking up here, okay? There's something about you're not gonna understand why a person feels drawn to you, but what Spirit wants to let you know is that you also have, like, I'm hearing like you have like a big fish or a big boy, big girl, it girl energy inside of you, okay? It doesn't matter how you dress, the energy stays the same, okay? And people are drawn to energy. So I'm picking up that you perceive yourself as a small fish, but you're actually a big fish, especially when we look at the spiritual aspect, okay? That spiritually and energetically, there's a little bit more vavavavum than you think about yourself. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like, oh, I'm just, pie number one, this is my name, but you don't realize that there's a little bit more vavavavum in your energy or with your eyes. It feels like the butterfly effect, like you don't realize how hypnotizing your eyes are, or you don't realize how sexy your voice is, or you don't realize how seducing your hair flip is, okay? What you're not seeing is how seducing you are, or that you're currently seducing somebody, or that you're somehow calling, like number one, I'm hearing you're calling in like a big fish, or like something about, I don't know if I'm too dark today, guys. Yeah, I'm hearing you're like, what you're not seeing is that you're attracting like a big fish, or a big fish is interested in a small fish. But in actuality, the big fish only sees similarities in the small fish. So it's also kind of like a person who sees themselves in you, okay? For some odd reason, I'm also being brought to the movie Cruella. Like a fashion designer. So if you design fashion, you might be surprised that like a bigger brand is looking at you, or that another independent fashion designer is looking at you, and they might have like a bigger audience, a bigger platform, but they might want to collaborate with you. Again, you're somehow, the eyes of a big fish is on you, is what I'm hearing, okay? We also have here the card attract. Like the moon and the ocean, you attract good things into your life. So it's interesting. It almost feels like what you're not realizing, or what is hidden from you, is that you're attracting somebody who is just like you, but again, they're on a higher level, but this is where you're going. So if you meet this person, or if you come in contact with this person, it almost feels like you're looking into the future, because the way this person, or there's something about, it almost feels like this is either gonna be like a company, or either somebody who's looking at you and they're seeing at some point you're gonna be in the same position as them. Let's say this is like a clothing line, or like an independent artist with a clothing line. They have like 200K followers on Instagram, and you are just on your 3,000, okay? And you designed your first pieces, and then this other creator, this other fashion designer is looking at your stuff, and they're gonna be like, wow, at some point pie number one is gonna blow up on TikTok, or it's gonna blow up in the fashion industry. That's what it feels like. And again, I'm picking up the energy. This person does want to contact you. They might want to collaborate with you, because I'm also hearing this person that is looking at you, they feel like you're the perfect piece. I'm hearing tunnel vision, but I'm also hearing I'm hearing you have something that somebody else wants, okay, or somebody else is interested in, and they're gonna contact you because they want what you have or offer, or they're attracted to your energy, or quite literally they're like attracted to you, okay, romantically. Let me get a few more cards here. I'm also hearing what you're not seeing is that there is a new there's a conversation that opens up a lot more. From that conversation, a lot of things are being born, is what I'm hearing. Absolutely. Okay, so what you're not seeing is what you're not seeing is that there's some type of conversation, some type of message coming your way that is gonna open up a lot more things. Yeah, I'm hearing open up Pandora's box. So this conversation that you will have with this influential person, yeah, let me call it an influential person, is gonna open up Pandora's box, or it's gonna open up something here, okay? It's gonna open up something in your creativity, something in your bank account, okay? Something in your strength, something in your faith. Let me get a few more here. What is pie number 1? Not seeing what up. And at the same time, you also have people that watch you that are not particularly, yeah, I'm hearing you have people that watch you with loving eyes, and you also have people that watch you that don't necessarily like you, okay? So you also have people that go on your profile that, I'm gonna be blunt, that fucking hate you. Okay, I don't know why. Yeah, look at that. This is just a side note here, that there's also hate watchers. So if you don't want people to be all up in your business, I would put my profile on. But the interesting thing is, you know, like, making your profile public also means that, you know, the right people see you. But I'm also picking up, you also have people that hate watch you, basically. Don't know why. I'm also picking up here, what you're not seeing is that something that you have imagined when you were younger. Like, I'm picking up 16, 20, even like 8 years old, because for somebody out here, I'm picking up the energy of like an 8-year-old that was dreaming of, I don't know what. Okay, I'm picking up the energy that what you're not seeing is that you are like an old imagination that you had. For example, I don't even know, I wanna, oh yeah, for example, like, I wanna get, you know, I want a man to buy me a dress and then we go on a date, and you even forgot about that imagination. Or I'm picking up for some of you guys, you also like drew something when you were younger, and you're gonna, something in your imagination is manifesting, basically, okay? And I'm picking up it's manifesting very, very soon, okay? Yeah, there's something about your imagination. You imagine something in your mind, either about romance, about success, or about somebody giving you something out of nowhere, and I'm hearing it's manifesting here, okay? Now, the King of Cups was clarified. Do you know what I'm also hearing? I'm also hearing there's also a person that watches you, and this person loves you and hates you at the same time. I'm hearing, I hate that I love you, or something like that, by Rihanna and Neo. But this is just a side note. For me, this feels like an ex, or for me, this feels like an ex-friend or somebody who's salty. They love you but hate you at the same time, okay? If this is somebody in your surroundings and you already realize, like, I think this person likes me, but they sometimes also act like they don't like me. Yeah, this is like a love-hate that this person has for you, and you have to decipher if you want to stay around that energy or if you don't. I don't have the best experiences with that, but you know, you have a free will. Now, with the King of Cups and the Six of Pentacles, I'm picking up the energy. This person that is watching you is reaching out to you very, very soon, okay? So there's something about, there's definitely somebody reaching out here that really likes looking at you, or is really, again, like, very, like, they feel like you're amazing. I'm gonna keep it short and simple. This person feels like what you do is amazing. You are amazing. You look amazing. There's something special about your energy. Whatever it is, this person's gonna reach out to you here. Okay. Okay, let's see. The Fool card, absolutely. What you're not seeing is that you're stepping into a new experience because a person that has been watching you is gonna approach you. Okay, absolutely. And we have the Lovers card twice now. On both bottom of the decks, we have the Lovers card here. What you're not seeing is that the universe is bringing you and another energy together. And this is what I was talking about, because I talked about how you would probably think, oh my God, you know, I'm just a small fish in a big ocean, and then this big fish is interested in me and I'm way too small, or I don't like. I'm also hearing like you're gonna question your talent when this energy comes to you, or you're gonna question why they're interested in you, but in actuality you are a big fish in the making. Like, you are transforming into a big fish, even though you feel like you are still a small fish, but your energy is, it almost feels like I don't know why I'm being brought to that, but it's kind of like an outline, you know. It's kind of like you are small, but the energy around you is already building up. It feels like, you know, a little seed of a tree, and you would say, oh my God, that seed is so small, like it has no significance. But the other person sees that the small seed would turn into a tree. So they already, like, this person is very visionary, or they have like, they look into the future, or they are very like visionary, okay? They don't just see the present circumstances, they also see energy, and there's something about, there's some type of opportunity coming your way, okay? This could be platonic, romantic, or business is what I'm picking up here. And to me, this feels like what you're not seeing is that you're walking right into some type of community, some type of conversation. You're running into an influential person, an influential event that you're gonna get. Like, for example, this person's inviting you to an influential event. Even if you don't get the job, or the casting is not going as you wanted to, it still opens up something else, because then you meet another person there, and then you start to collaborate with that person. Yeah, it feels like a domino effect. I'm picking up the energy of like a domino effect because of an influential person that will somehow approach you with a message in public, okay? And influential is like a broad term, what influential means, but it feels like you both have the same energy. Birds of the same feather flock together, because the card says common sense. So you and this person, you have something in common, and this person is basically helping you to blow up, or to experience like a very, let me get one more. Why is the Six of Wands here? The Fool. Yeah, for me this feels like a new experience, but this new experience feels like either it's an event with a lot of influential people, or you're being invited to something that you've never been invited to, and it feels like a party, an event, a casting, somewhere where you can show what you're made out of, or what you're doing. But again, if it's not business related, or if it's not like social media, or if it's not like I don't know, it also feels like even if it's not about business, let's say there's somebody looking at you and they find your, I don't know, like your earrings beautiful, and this person's coming to you, and then you guys talk about earrings, okay? And then this person, the conversation is going so well that they're gonna invite you to a gathering with another friend of theirs, and then you get to know the other friend, and then the other friend is connecting you to somebody else. Does that make sense? It's kind of like a domino effect that I'm picking up here. So it doesn't have to be related to business. It could also be like your next apartment, your next vacation location, or the person that is going to help you to publish your book, whatever you're working on right now, okay? And what you're not seeing is that you are coming in contact with an influential person, that it's and this person is helping you to walk your path, okay, or to get more recognition. And again, for others of you, this could also be in a romantic sense where you're being seen, or somebody is... Give me a moment here. We have the King and the Queen of Cups, and I didn't notice. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. To me, this also feels like a shout out from a big person, or you somehow see that your Instagram picture is in a museum or whatever. Like, it can be as crazy as that, but we have the King and the Queen of Cups here. I told you, these are two people that are in the same wavelength, that see eye to eye, but one person is in the advanced class, the other one is in the beginner class, but the advanced person is helping the beginner to go further or to do more or something along those lines here. Okay, we have the King and the Queen of Cups here, which means what you're not seeing is that you and another person's energy is gonna match. This could be on a dating app, or this could also be, again, that you're somehow attracting a person that is just like you, but a little bit more advanced, or an opportunity. There's something about reflecting. Okay, this opportunity, this message is gonna reflect who you truly are. What you're not seeing is that you're attracting something that reflects who you truly are. Okay. King and Queen of Cups, this is definitely, again, this could be platonic romantic business, depending on what you're focused on the most right now. Okay, but this could also be that somebody's really mesmerized. They think you're like, I'm picking up the energy, this person is really sexually attracted to you, but they also feel like this person sees you as like, they can tell that you have a different energy, or they find your energy really beautiful, like your smile, or even the way you take your pictures is really like, yeah, you're outstanding, like you're standing out to somebody here. Okay, you're attracting somebody, and you both have the same mindset, but you both also have the same desires or the same heart, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, or like a job opportunity that is a 100% reflection of what is happening in your heart. Okay, my beautiful pile number 1. I hope you guys like this reading. Let me know down in the comments if it resonates with you. I love you guys, and I'm going to see you in my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. So you chose this beautiful image here. We are in a very cozy light, so if the cards are not fully visible, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm gonna channel the energy first, and then we're gonna talk about it. Okay, what are you not seeing? What's going on? Okay, let's see. So what I'm picking up here with you guys, pile number 2, I'm picking up the energy. What you're not seeing is that, how can I describe that energy? I'm hearing you will have the last laugh. Okay, so to me this feels like somebody who's the one smiling in the end, when in the beginning of the movie the person was crying. So it almost feels like what you're not seeing is that you're gonna smirk or smile in the end, especially or particularly in a situation. Let's say, for example, I'm going to give like a small example, okay? But filter out how it fits in your life. Let's say it's a third-party situation. You're interested in a man. There's a lady coming. She's stealing your man away from you, okay? You guys were not married, so it's not that bad. It could be worse, okay? But you've been with this guy for like 6 months. You really liked him. Or with this lady, okay? And then there's another lady, another guy coming and stealing your man away from you. And then you're the one crying. You're seeing them on Tinder, not on Tinder, on like Snapchat, posting pictures, being in a relationship and stuff like that. And you're asking yourself, what did I do wrong? Like, why am I not in this position? Ooh, that's gonna get interesting. Why am I not in this position? But then come to find out that these Instagram pictures were just show, because behind the scenes there was a lot of drama, or maybe the guy ended up in prison and then she had problems with law and all of that bullshit, which all these problems you would have had if you stayed with that guy or with that lady. But you don't have these problems because it was a blessing in disguise that this lady stole your man from you. Or all of a sudden the man is abusive or verbally abusive and she's going through a lot. Yeah, I'm hearing like with you guys, there's something about what you're not seeing is how tables are turning, or you're not seeing how a shitty situation or something that you perceived as very unfair was only for your benefit, okay? I'm being brought to like Queen Naija when she was cheated on and she did her song, what is it called? I forgot about it. My intuition never lies, there's nothing you can never hide. Okay, I don't want to go too much into the romance energy, but it feels like dodging a bullet, or actually being happy that this friend group, you know, didn't include you in something. Like they said, hey, let's go somewhere, but they did some bullshit and then they got caught and then police is involved, and on that day you were not there. You felt excluded, but now you're happy that you haven't been there. That's what it feels like. It feels like what you're not seeing is like a plot twist, a turning point. For me, this also feels like now, for some of you guys, I'm picking up what you're not seeing is that karma will play out right in front of your eyes. But I don't want to go too deep into that energy. For me, this feels like what was sent to make you sad or to destroy you is the reason why you have a come up, okay? Why you bounce back, okay? Yesterday, I watched an interview by, oh my god, I forgot her name. She's like a bodybuilder. Don't ask me why I watch bodybuilders, like female bodybuilders. I just find it interesting how they can like change their physique and stuff like that. I find it interesting. It's not my aesthetic, like I don't want to be like, you know, but I just find it very fascinating. I love to look at it. Anyway, when she talked about how she got into bodybuilding, the story began with she was always overweight and got bullied. And then one day she was in a different friend group and they were all talking about going to the gym, and that's how her journey began. Do you see where I'm going here? It's kind of like the people or the situation that has been sent to destroy your confidence, to destroy your faith, is actually making you stronger, or it's going to be the reason like why you make a lot of money, or why you have your biggest come up, your biggest bouncing back, your biggest win, your biggest opportunity. Or yeah, there's something about what you're not seeing is that a very like shitty situation, or like people that attacked you, they were only pushing you towards greatness. So what I'm picking up here is, to keep it short and simple, it feels like what you're not seeing is that your shitty situation, or a particular very unfair and shitty situation in your life, would turn out to be a blessing at some point in your life, okay? Because you write a book about it. That's a book that is gonna be like in bookstores for a few weeks and you're gonna be super happy about it. Or, you know, there's something flying in my room. I don't know what the fuck that is. Yeah, okay. But I'm also being brought to like a travel opportunity, how like a shitty situation somehow pushes you to a travel opportunity. Okay. Or yeah, I'm hearing like the last push. So something that again felt like that's shitty. Somebody betrayed me, backstabbed me, but they also activated the beast in you in a good way. Or they also activated like your creativity, like the pain activates your creativity. So what I'm picking up here is there's something about how a shitty situation is the reason why you end up in the right place with the right people, with the right mind, with enough money on your bank account, okay? It's somehow connected, like a very unfair situation or some type of backstabbing is also the reason why you will find yourself in a position of wealth or in a position of like being financially very, very well off, living an extraordinary life or having a very extraordinary chapter in your life, okay? And it could also be the reason why you're gonna get guided to a travel opportunities, what I'm picking up here, okay? Let's see if I can show you the cards from here. Okay, I hope you guys can see something. What if I do it like that? Okay, it's not too bad, is it? Okay, I'm also picking up, Spirit just told me, what you're not seeing is that your psychic abilities are becoming a little stronger. You might be a little bit freaked out, okay? They just told me you're not only going to see the good, but you're also going to see the bad a little bit more, okay? So what Spirit wants to let you know is what you're not seeing. Hold on, maybe I should do it like that. I think I'm going to do it like that. I should have done that before, whatever. Okay, what you're not seeing is, but yeah, you see, but I just changed the light. So it's kind of like you were once in the dark, and you're entering a phase in your life where some of you guys, you might, yeah, I'm also hearing, it's kind of like somebody who shares their situation on TikTok, on Instagram, or where you share like a story that is very conflicting with another person. It doesn't have to be on social media, but because you do that, there's like a ripple effect of this person saying, hey, you should write a book about it, and that's the beginning of you writing a book about it. Or hey, you should, like, I don't know, design t-shirts that have a slogan that fight against mental health, you know, discrimination or whatever. Okay, there's something about that shitty ass situation, that unfair situation is also your gold mine. It's also the reason why your life changes, or the reason why you have a breakthrough in some area in your life. For some of you guys, what you're not seeing is that you will soon be in the spotlight. In the spotlight for a particular reason. You're supposed to make people aware of something, okay? So for some of you guys, what you're not seeing is you're going to end up being in the spotlight because you're going to talk about something very, very dark. But this very, very dark topic needs to be talked about because you help a lot of people talking about it. Okay, this is for somebody particular here. For others of you, I'm picking up the energy here of what you're not seeing is that your psychic abilities are going to get enhanced, okay? Now, this does not only mean that you might see spirit guides, or that you might see a lot more deities, or you can connect to spirits and gods and deities and goddesses and stuff like that, okay? But you can also see the darker something, like you might get more prophetic dreams about bad things happening, okay? Or maybe your dreams, the prophetic dreams that you have, they don't occur, because I'm picking up the energy of, like, for some of you guys, you do have prophetic dreams, but they usually, those dreams become a reality like a few months later after you had that dream. I'm picking up it's going to happen a lot more often with these prophetic dreams. And what you're seeing is like what happens within 2 weeks. Does that make sense? There's something going on with your psychic abilities here. I'm picking up what you're not seeing is that, again, you're gonna see both a little bit more intense, the light as well as the darkness. And Spirit wants you to brace yourself, because the dark is dark and the light is super light, but they just want to make sure that you don't freak out, okay? It's two sides of the same coin. But I'm also picking up for some of you guys, what you're not seeing is you might be meant to warn people. Picking up for some of you guys, you might be meant to like share your dreams or tell people about what you see, or become quite literally like a mystic who works with energies for somebody in particular. And then for others of you, I'm picking up your psychic abilities. They're just becoming a little stronger to the point where you know what to do in order to really make some good money, to create financial stability, to make extra money, to pick the right egg in the basket, the golden one, okay, without knowing what is inside, if that makes sense. But you're also gonna be a little bit more aware of shadows, okay? Both is what I'm picking up here. I actually want to clarify the mystic circle here, so give me a moment. Oh, another thing. Oh yeah, okay, we're gonna talk about that in a second. I just need to find the treasure. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Okay, the mystic circle. Hold on, guys. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the mystic circle says, the mystic circle represents spiritual and occult beliefs. Your abilities will be enhanced. You are empowered and protected. Focus your energy on your main goal. Interesting, because I focused the light. Sorry guys, on me. Now another thing, I channeled something for you. I channeled the song 𝑘𝐭 the Greatest, and the song is called Energy. I'm gonna put the song down in the description box. It's a very, very spiritual song. Oh yeah, okay. I'm hearing feminine energy, indestructible, heaven in thine. It's like a very, very interesting lyrics from that song, but it talks about how strong feminine energy is. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, but what I'm picking up here is what Spirit wants to let you know is what you're not seeing is that you're becoming an ambassador. I know it sounds weird, but this is what I'm picking up. You're becoming like an ambassador of Mother Nature. It's kind of like, how can I describe that energy? Okay. So what I'm hearing is the universe or Mother Nature or this intelligence that is in the air when it comes to nature. Yeah, there's something about the universe will use you, or Mother Nature or your spirit guides are using you to create something or to do something, okay? And the way that they are doing it is they're helping you to learn the lesson from the dark chapters, but somehow that you transmute the dark energy into light. So there is something about, I'm also hearing you have a gift, okay? So what you're not seeing is that you have a gift, okay? Or that that there's a new gift that is coming to you. And this new gift is also where all your abundance, all your happiness is going to come from. Or this psychic development is another reason why you can leave your, I don't know why I hear dirty old past, and I'm not talking about like, oh, you have a dirty past. I'm talking about like when people play dirty tricks on you, and that's why you perceive your past as dirty. Does that make sense? It's kind of like, that was a dirty fight, that was unfair. I didn't get the right cards, or I wasn't blessed with the right cards in life. But the funny thing is that with you guys, pile number 2, the cards that you perceive as like shitty, they're also the reason why you're gonna be lucky. I don't know, it's kind of like how misfortune is also connected to fortune. So what you're not seeing is that your misfortune is connected to your fortune. Okay, to keep it short and simple. For others of you, what I'm picking up here is that what you're not seeing is that the universe is favoring you, or there's something about, especially those who, when you talk to trees and when you talk to the sun and when you talk to the moon, I'm picking up the energy that nature or that Mother Nature, Gaia, okay, 𝘠𝘧𝘰𝘶, whatever you want to call this energy, she is blessing you, or there's an energy of like she's hearing you, she's seeing you, she's happy that you acknowledge her, you know, as like a goddess, or acknowledge everything, you know, like little flowers and stuff like that, and the ocean. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm hearing you. For some of you guys, you worship a deity, and this deity wants to tell you that she heard you. And I'm picking up the energy, this deity also wants to tell you that she's going to bless you because you are a good child. Now, for others of you, I'm picking up what you're not realizing is that there's like a goddess or a deity that wants to work with you, or there's an energy of like Mother Nature wants to work with you, or there's something about you have a special bond with Mother Nature, which is the reason why you find so many coins, which is the reason why you see like pictures in clouds and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm also hearing, guys, there's so much coming through, so bear with me. I'm also picking up only those that ask are being heard. So for all of you guys who you have been talking to nature, you have been talking to clouds, a moon, a star, a tree. I'm picking up there's something about like Mother Nature wants to let you know, or the universe wants to let you know, I heard you. Okay, I see you. You are a good child. And we're going to bless you. Okay. But it also feels like you're becoming one with all of that energy. Like I'm picking up you're becoming one with the wind, and you're becoming one with the moon. There might also be something significant happening on a full moon here. Okay, so what you're not realizing is that you're becoming more in sync with the moon. You might have noticed that your period comes around every full moon or every new moon, which only signifies that you're becoming one. Yeah, I'm hearing what you're not seeing is that you're currently coming into alignment with the universe, so much so that you are on the right place at the right time with the right people, or something like that. Okay, the more you worship the moon, the more you worship like nature, the more you give thanks, the stronger your energy becomes. Yeah, it almost feels like nature really gives you a lot of strength. It makes you powerful. It makes you powerful to manifest, or there's something about like I'm also being brought to like, if I could describe the energy, okay, and then you just filter out how it fits in your life. But I'm picking up like Moana. Do you guys remember that movie scene where Moana always wanted to, you know, like travel across the ocean? She was not allowed to. But the ocean was talking to her because she wanted to get like it was like a shell, and the water was parting, or like the water was giving her the shell. It's kind of like the water was like friendly to Moana because Moana was so connected to the ocean. So there's something about the universe or nature favors you. Nature favors you. It's the reason why ladybugs fly to you and not to other people, because you have such a friendly energy towards the earth, and the earth is giving just that energy to you. Or there's some type of goddess here that wants to work with you here. Okay, there's something about, I'm also being brought to like, I'm also hearing you're meant to be, or you're meant to embrace some type of goddess or god inside of you, kind of like the god of wind or the goddess of water. Okay, something about as soon as you embrace the god or the goddess within, and it's not about like, oh, you know, I'm God and I have to, you know, you have to listen to me. This is more this energy of like realizing that God talks to you and feeling connected to God, and therefore you have like a godly energy, but that godly energy is also powerful to manifest, is what I'm picking up here. I hope I'm making sense, guys. Okay, let me get a few more cards here. Let's see, what are we gonna do? Yeah, I'm also hearing save the turtles. I'm also hearing for some of you guys, what you might not be seeing or what is hidden from you is that you're not gonna live where you are living currently. Even if you feel like I'm gonna live where I'm living for the rest of my life, there might be a little plot twist where you're being led to a different place. For others of you, you might be living in a city that is not meant for you, but you already knew that, okay? So that is not something hidden, but I'm picking up here what is hidden is what an influence you moving to a different city will have on your psychic abilities, on your finances, on your health, on your everything. So you just think to yourself, oh, I don't like where I'm living, it's not the right place for me, I just want to live in a different country to find peace. Little do you know that you moving to a different country, to a different city, is also directly connected to you making more money, or your energy is going to be so powerful in that new place because you live closer to the ocean. And now you feel so powerful that you manifest like things that you could have never imagined. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like what you're not seeing is how magical your life will become once you move to a different city. This is for the people that already know that they are not meant to be where they are at. Okay. Let's see. We have the the Queen of Cups here. I'm gonna get one more here too. I have like a little bit of fat here and I tried to cover it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm also hearing for some of you guys, what you might not be seeing is that your health issues could possibly come from you living in the wrong place. So you might think there's something wrong with me. It could be, but it could also be that you're just not living in the right place. Okay, so maybe think about it. Or do you know, if I say those words, do they feel right? And if they do, this might be an energy of like, your mental health is, yes, you have to, like work on feeling good, but this could also be like outside influences of like the city is not the right one for you, okay? You're not living in the right city or in the right environment here. Okay, for some of you guys, you're meant to live by the ocean, you're meant to live at a place that is surrounded by water, you're meant to live at a place that is a little bit more calm. Okay, or even if it is a city, it's still supposed to be a city that like a relaxing city, or a city that is also about, not just about working, but also about like celebrating or something. Okay, let me see. The Hermit. I'm also hearing for some of you guys, what you might not be seeing is that your health problems could come from mold that is somewhere hidden in the apartment, or there could be like a, I'm picking up, there's something in your apartment that might give you like the headache. Okay, this could be mold, or this could be like, I don't know, like a certain scent. Okay, I'm also hearing for some of you guys, you might not be seeing that you are, how do you say that even? That you are allergic to something, okay? So for some of you guys, you might need to get like, or you might have to get like a test for allergies, because you might have developed like a new allergy, which is the reason why you have health issues. It's just for somebody out here who has health issues, okay? With the Hermit card here, yeah, I'm picking up again, I keep feeling like you will be the one that smirks in the end. You will be the one that smiles in the end because you dodged the bullet, okay? And the situation that felt so unfair is also the reason now why your bank account is full, is the reason now why you live in a different place, is the reason now why you found a bargain, like a beautiful house, in a different place. Is also the reason why you met. I'm also hearing the real you, the real her. So for some of you guys, if people have been trying to... I'm hearing assassinate your character and stuff like that. There's something, what you're not seeing is that karma will come around, or there's gonna be a full circle moment. Yeah, absolutely. Hey. We have the Seven of Swords here. Ooh, boy. Listen. What? Whoa. Okay. Wow. Okay. So what you're not seeing is that you will see karma play out right in front of your eyes. What you're not seeing is you will be living proof that the universe works in favor for the people that are crazy enough to believe, or crazy enough to even talk to spirit or ask. Or there's something about what you're not seeing is that the universe will put you in a position where you will laugh about what you once cried about, or it's going to be very ironic how you losing this man, this woman, just for an example, okay, this could be whatever, it could be all kinds of things, is also the reason why you make lots and lots of money. It's the reason why you found your new apartment. It's the reason why I don't know, you had the best journey, the best vacation in your entire life. Your fortune is connected to your misfortune, to keep it short and simple. Okay, and again, there could be a revelation around the next full moon. This reading is timeless whenever you watch it. Yeah, look at that. We have the full moon here. Okay, I'm also hearing what you're not seeing is that the people that lied about you are getting exposed. Or there's something about people that lied about you, the universe is exposing them. There's very naturally karma coming around. There's something about, like, I'm also picking up for some of you guys, you don't even believe in karma anymore. You feel like the people that do bullshit, they're always in a good position. Like, these people have been treating me badly for years, nothing happened to them, and I don't want to talk about, you know, like what happens to who, but it feels like what you're not seeing is that you're going to see karma playing out right in front of you, even if it means that you're going to be blessed with good karma or something like that. Yeah, there's something about, like, now I believe in karma again, or now I believe that I am God's favorite, or that God's child, you know, like God's child are like favored, or that you are favored. Maybe even like the energy of, you know, I have been hearing so many times that the universe is, you know, like behind me. I don't see how. And then there's this huge ass plot twist where you're like, oh my God, so I was complaining all these months about like how everything was so unfair, but that's also the reason why I have this freaking new job, and I'm so lucky to have that one. If that didn't happen, then that would have not had. If that didn't happen, then this also would have not happened. So it's kind of like in hindsight, you're gonna feel like, oh my God, I was so mad at the universe, but look at my situation now. So it was unnecessary for me to be mad. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm beautiful pie number 2. Okay, I'm beautiful pie number 2. I hope you guys like this reading. I love you guys. I'm going to see my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pie number 3. Yes, I changed the light, and yes, I put the light on me because I'm in a very cozy energy here, and I want you guys to see the cards. Okay, so you chose this beautiful image here. Let's find out what is hidden from you. What are you not seeing? I'm gonna channel the energy first, and then we're gonna look at the cards together, okay? With you guys, there is a very wild energy coming through here. I'm gonna say what Spirit told me. What you might not be fully aware of is that in your past life, you were quite a significant person. For me, this feels like you're not fully realizing that some fears that you have, some urges that you have. Even like, I'm also being brought to like unreasonable fear of like, I don't know, ladybugs, although they don't do anything, right? That it might come from something from the past. I'm being brought to past life regression, so Spirit wants you to dig into your past life here, because there might be something significant. There's something that you don't know about your past life, and I'm picking up this might be connected to a fear that you have, and you don't know where this fear comes from, but it might come from your past life. For example, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about not my past life, but what I found out. So I am super duper sensitive to noises, and I realized that me being sensitive to noises comes from what happened to me in past life. It's kind of like people that are not necessarily like fond of water. Some people might be scared of water. Maybe something happened in the past life. So there's something about something that you're fearful of, or the reason why you're so fearful might be connected to a past life memory. Okay, if some of you guys have the ability to get a little bit more information about your past life, I would definitely do that. For others of you, if you're into hypnosis, I would also recommend for you to dive or dig a little bit deeper into your past life, because there's some type of secret about your past life. I'm even picking up here for some of you guys in your past life, like the way you died was maybe not necessarily natural. Yeah, oh God, there's a lot coming through. Or there could also be an energy where you were a very well-known person, or like even like a goddess, like going back to Greek mythology, all kinds of mythologies, or there's something about you were a person in your past life, and Spirit wants you to figure out who you were in your past life, because it's going to make sense. Now, if you tell me I already know who I was in my past life, then Spirit is talking about a different past life, because we, depending on if you believe in past life or not, but we reincarnated or like more than once. So I'm picking up there's something about your past life. Now, if the past life energy, if you don't believe in past life, I'm picking up the energy here that what you're not realizing is that you have like a secret mission, or the universe is giving you a secret mission, or there's something about, I'm being brought to somebody who becomes wealthy, but not because they want to become wealthy, but because the universe told them to plant trees in Kenya, and they would need a lot of money for that. That's what it feels like. It feels like to me, it feels like what you're not seeing is that there is a mission behind your path, or you're meant to do something big on planet Earth, okay? Or you're meant to like have a significant role in this lifetime. If you believe in past life, it's connected to your past life. Okay, it's kind of like the mission continues, okay? Now, for others of you, I'm also picking up the energy here that what Spirit wants you to know is that they already forgave you. It's kind of like I'm picking up that somebody here feels guilty for something. I don't know what. I feel like you feel guilty for something. Wow, I'm picking up the energy like for some of you guys, you might feel guilty because you didn't spend much time with the person that passed away, or yeah, I'm picking up an energy like somebody feels guilty because they didn't spend much time, or they were very mean to somebody before this person crossed over. Okay, because we have the death card here, and this departed, wow, that's interesting. This departed loved one wants to tell you that they still love you and they're not mad at you, okay? This is just for somebody in particular. For others of you, if you realized recently that there's like weird noises in your room, or there's weird things happening, like I just turned off the light, but now the light is on and you were scared because you felt like there's a ghost around you or a spirit around you. You are actually correct, it is a spirit, but it is a kind spirit. So it's not a spirit that you have to be afraid of, okay? Because with the Nine of Wands, I'm picking up the energy for some of you guys, you felt a little bit afraid of this energy around you, okay? Because you're not familiar with it, but Spirit wants to let you know this is actually a kind spirit that is around you, so you don't have to be scared of that spirit. For others of you, you might not be fully aware of that a spirit is actually around you, okay? So if there's weird things happening in the corner of your eye, or you see your electronics do weird stuff, I don't know, like you turn off the lights and then the light is on again, or like some weird stuff happening, the Spirit wants to let you know you're not crazy, I'm really with you. Okay, let's see, we also have here the card, the Return of Aphrodite, and it says temple, birth of the goddess, guidance, goddess energy, treating as sacred. Treating? Yeah. Let me see. Aphrodite is the goddess of love. Oh, that's interesting. What you're not realizing is that you have an angel of love around you. Or again, this could be like a spirit, or you already felt like a spirit around you, or you were like something spooky happened and the spirit didn't want to spook you. They just wanted to let you know that they're with you. For others of you, what you're not seeing is that there's an angel of romance, kind of like, how do you call that angel of romance? I forgot the word, but I'm picking up what you're not realizing is that either a departed loved one that you felt very, very connected to is actually helping you with your love life. And for others of you, if it's not a departed loved one that you in particular feel connected to, this is like literally like a spirit that brings people together that is currently around you. Sorry guys. The Spirit wants to let you know, because we have the card here, Phases, and it says shine even when you're not whole, okay? And what I'm picking up with this energy here is, oh, okay. Now another thing, if it's not a spirit that is gonna freak you out, you're actually gonna be freaked out because you are about to fall in love, or somebody is about to come to you and tell you that they have romantic feelings for you, or there's something about you're gonna, yeah, okay, listen, I'm picking up the energy. What you're not seeing is that you are about to receive a blessing or a gift from the universe, and you're almost gonna feel like you don't want to take this gift or this blessing because you feel like you're unworthy, okay? Or because it almost feels like somebody, you feel like you don't have your shit together. Let's say, for example, you wanted, it's gonna be like a very shallow example, but I just want to describe the energy. Like, oh, before I meet, you know, like this beautiful lady, you know, I want to get my hair done or something like that. And then, you know, the hair appointment is cancelled and then you have to go to the date without your hair being done. And you just feel like, man, I'm not enough, and this person is not gonna be like, I don't know, like I'm hearing you, yeah, but it's kind of similar to pile number one, but it's still different because I'm picking up the energy. You might be shocked that you fall in love, okay, or somebody is falling in love with you and you feel like, I don't have my shit together, so why are you in love with me? Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm hearing, what you're not seeing is that love is coming, like I'm hearing Cupid's arrow. Okay, so there's something about what you're not seeing is that your love story, or it's like a gift of love. So if you already are in the marriage or in a relationship, I'm picking up this is actually a departed loved one, or this is like a spirit guide that is trying to reach out to you and give you something, okay? Or tell you they don't want you to feel guilty anymore for something that you did in the past, okay? So what you're not seeing is, you're just picking up here that there's like a spirit that is saying don't feel guilty anymore, or your secrets are safe with us. But the secret energy feels like you either have like a secret mission, or you were like a famous person, or you were like a very significant person in your past life, and Spirit wants you to know about it. Because excuse me, your life will make a lot more sense. I might do a reading on past lives soon. I have done one before. Okay, or you might find a different reader that does past life readings, but it feels like it's a lot of energies that I pick up here. Okay, so let's see. So you either have like an angel of love around you that is actually helping you to meet the love of your life, but you might be surprised. So what you're not seeing is you're not going to meet this person when you feel your best or you look your best, and it's actually a lesson for you that you don't have to be full in order to be loved by somebody, or in order for a person to fall in love with you. If you already are in a marriage, I'm picking up the energy here that there's a spirit guide that is blessing your marriage, or there's like a spirit or a departed loved one that wants to bless you with something here. But let's see. And then for others of you, you actually have a secret mission. So spirit will make you wealthy and rich, or will make you financially very, very stable. But for the reason for that is because it feels like a secret agent who is acting as though they are like cool with the bad guys, but they're only doing that for so long until they can do the right thing. Okay, yeah, I'm also hearing I don't know for who this is, but it also feels like maybe you did something bad in the past, but spirit, yeah, I'm also hearing redemption. I'm hearing what spirit wants you to know is that you can always change at any point in time, and if you choose in this very moment to have a good heart and do good things, okay, they're not mad at you, or they can forgive you, or the universe is made out of light and darkness, and if we don't know darkness, we don't know what light is. Okay, there's something about, there's a departed loved one, or like a spirit that is saying don't be scared, or don't hide, or there's no reason for you to be ashamed, or something like that. I don't know what this is. Okay, let's see. What is pie number 3 not seeing? What's going on here? The King of Swords. Give me a moment, guys. I'm gonna get a few cards here. Let me go into the middle, in the center. Interesting that I say that. Huh. What is pie number 3 not seeing? What's going on here? I'm also being brought to like property. So for some of you guys, what you don't know is that there's like property or land that is meant for you, or something, or you will own property or land to build something in the future. Okay, let's see. What is pile number? Oh, interesting. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so what's going on with you guys is you have been burned before. Yeah, I keep feeling like a very judgmental energy here. Okay, let me see. The Tower. Woo. Let me get one more for that. What is pile number 3? Let's see what's going on here. The Queen of Wands. What is pile number 3? Let's see what's going on here. Can you give me one more? Okay. Bottom of the deck, the Queen of Swords. Okay, listen. Let's talk about it, pile number. I don't even know if I'm in the middle. Okay, let's talk about it. So, what I'm picking up here is there's an energy of I'm picking up like a competition in a family. Now hear me out. It almost feels like, I'm just going to describe the energy, filter it out how it fits. It could also be amongst friends. It could be at school, at work, whatever it is. I'm picking up the energy of like a family, and somebody passes away, and the person that passed away decided who they're gonna give their belongings to. And everybody in the family is fighting because they want this wealth, they want the gold chains and stuff like that. Besides one person, and that one person would be you. You would be the type of person. Wow, that's interesting. I'm picking up, you would be the type of person that you don't care about the money, you don't care about the gold. You care about that you just lost your grandpa, for example. Okay, just an example. And your grandpa that already crossed over is gonna make sure that you get the gold because you have the purest heart, or because they can now see. Yeah, I'm also hearing like what you're not seeing is that your name is being cleared, or that people will see that you were innocent, or that people will see that you're the right person to get the job, or that they made a mistake with judging you. Let's say like somebody was like screaming at you at work, and the person, you know, the manager is realizing, maybe I made a mistake because I've realized that the person that told me bad stuff about pie number 3, they seem to be, I'm suspicious of them. Does that make sense? It's kind of like what you're not realizing is that there's a spirit or a departed loved one that is making sure that the people that put you in the wrong place or treated you unfairly are being called out, or that people see your true colors or something like that. So going back to that example, I'm picking up the energy again that you would be the one that in the end of the movie you get the gold, and you get like the property, or the departed loved one, you know, decided to give you their property because everybody else in the family is fake. Okay, so there's something about like how what you're not seeing is that that is so cute. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I don't want to cry. Okay, you might think I don't have my shit together, I don't have lashes, and nothing wrong with lashes. Okay, I'm just describing the energy. Like, I don't have a wig, I don't have lashes, or I don't have gold chains, or I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have a car, I don't have this, I don't have that, like materialistic things. Okay, and you see yourself as like, okay, the other people, they all look top notch, or they all have like a high degree, they all have like a big apartment and stuff like that. Okay, and I'm not there yet. I'm really struggling or something like that, and it almost feels like you want to hide because you feel like amongst these other people you feel like a failure. What you're not seeing is that there's gonna be like, how can I say that? What you're not seeing is that once you realize that the most beautiful thing about yourself is your pure heart, your pure intentions, that you pray for other people, that you smile at stars and at the sun. Once you realize that your energy is so beautiful, so pure, so angelic, is the moment where there's like a blessing coming to you. So basically what they're saying is, what you're not realizing is that you're more important than you think, or that you have like a bigger purpose on planet Earth than you think. Even if you think that you know your purpose, it might be bigger than you think. Okay, or there's something about, that's exactly the reason why this man, this woman would choose you, because you are not fake. Okay, there's something about, I'm not good enough for this, but that's the reason why you are being chosen. For me, this feels like you're being chosen. May that be in the spirit realm, or may that be quite literally a person in front of you, but it feels like you're being chosen because instead of competing, you are trying. I think I said that in a different reading. It's kind of like the person who doesn't compete is winning the competition. This is what I'm hearing. You somehow win over competition, or what you might not be seeing is that you will soon have competition. May that be in a love situation. Not that this person is going to put you in a third party situation, but there might be just an incident, or just, you know, like things happen to just be like that, because I'm not picking up this person's putting you in a third party situation. I'm picking up like there's like a competition that will just happen, or somebody will see you as competition. I'm also hearing this person would try to play dirty, okay? But what you're not seeing is that you're gonna win over some type of competition, or that somebody, that there's some type of like dirty lies and secret is gonna be exposed, that people did something behind your back. I'm also picking up what you're not seeing is that there might be people that I'm picking up here what you might not be seeing is that people, their plan was all along to kind of like, I'm hearing they try to put an X on me, they put a hex on me. So for some of you guys, what you're not realizing is that, but I'm picking up, it's, guys, okay, listen. This is for somebody in particular, okay? I'm picking up the energy here that you are blaming yourself for something, but the secret is that it was not your fault. There was like black magic involved or manipulation involved, that somebody else was the cause for some type of big mistake or big problem. For me, this feels like somebody who's like blaming themselves. Do you know what this actually reminds me of? It reminds me of Lion King, right? Where Scar, the very, very evil uncle, was the reason why Simba died. But Simba? I forgot, why Lion King died. Or why his father, passed away. But Simba thought it was his fault. That's what it feels like. So what you're not realizing is that you somehow got manipulated, or somebody played dirty. Okay, it's gonna get exposed to you, but somebody played dirty, which is the reason why there was a missed opportunity, or why you thought you made a mistake, or why you are where you are. It's kind of like somebody played dirty. Something was very, very unfair, okay? But what I'm picking up here is it doesn't matter how much dirty or how dirty this person played, but you have to be now careful, that you don't get manipulated, because if you don't realize that you get manipulated, it's kind of like in a movie where somebody's not realizing that they are in trance, getting manipulated by somebody else and doing stuff that they would never do. That's what it feels like, okay? What Spirit wants you to know is that something that you thought was your fault was actually not your fault. That this was like dirty. Somebody pointed the finger towards you, although it was their fault. Like, no, pie number 3 did this. I'm also being brought to like Alice in Wonderland, where in Alice in Wonderland, the reason why the evil queen has such a big head is because her sister, they had like an argument because the mother was asking who ate the cookie, and the child that was the one that ate the cookie didn't want to admit that they did it, and they pointed the finger towards the sister, and then the sister got the blame, but it was not her fault. I don't know what this is about, okay? This could be at work, in your family. This could also be an energy where like a marriage of yours ended, okay? And you told yourself, I'm not the best wife, and that's why this person left me. But in actuality, there was a lot of manipulation, okay? There was a lot of like, somebody tried to steal your man. There was something dirty going on. Now, since we move on from that energy, what Spirit wants to let you know is, after all these years, you still believe in love. After all these years, you still believe in being friendly to people. After all these years, you still have love in your heart, even though you went through some very dirty energy here. And you're getting a blessing. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is a blessing on love, a blessing for marriage. Something about like your marriage will last, or there's a huge blessing in your marriage. There's a huge blessing, or you're going to get like a blessed marriage, a blessed wedding, kind of like in Cinderella, you know, where they were so mean to her, but then she got blessed, and she was still like, even though they were so mean to her, she was still kind. And then she had like this, and then she had like a fairy that took care of her, right? Because her heart was so connected to up there that there was like a helper, like a spiritual, like something floating in space that helped. Okay, let me see. Where's the Six of Cups here? I feel like you definitely went through some type of manipulation and you're not fully aware of it, or you don't know to which extent other people were stirring the pot to make shit happen in your life that was not supposed to happen. Okay, this feels like a very unfair energy here. Let me see what the Six of Cups is about. Okay, let me see. Page of Cups. I'm also hearing, yeah, somebody's going to fall in love with you. They're not going to fall in love with these men that have everything and stuff like that, or like these fake people, or these people that think they are better than you. This person will fall in love with you. Okay, there's something about somebody will fall in love with you, and people will talk about like, hey, why is this person falling in love with pile number 3? Because you have a good heart. Point blank, period. How are you going to win if you're not right within? There's some type of blessing when it comes to marriage, relationship, or friendship coming towards you. Because after all the dirt that you went through, your heart is still in the right spot. This might even be a person who is going to help you to get back up, or to have like a come up. Okay, let me see, where's the Queen of Wands here? It's similar to pile number 2 because I talked about you will be the one that smiles in the end, but with you it feels a little bit different. It's kind of like love wins in the end is what I'm hearing. Something about your pure heart wins in the end. Or this is the reason why you get like a really good husband, a really good wife, or why you will have like a special child that has is very beautiful and becomes like a, you know, like a little model, and you make more money. Like this can go in all kinds of directions, but it feels like you're getting a blessing from the universe or from some type of departed loved one. They saw that all this bullshit was going on, okay? Because even if people think, oh, I can talk, I can gossip about this person and do bullshit behind their back, nobody's gonna know. The universe sees everything. The universe sees everything. The universe sees the people that are righteous. The universe also sees people that are doing the wrong thing for the wrong reasons. There's something about you're getting a blessing when it comes to love, when it comes to marriage, okay? When it comes to, let me see, one more. Where's the Queen of Wands here? When it comes to getting a position, there's something about people wanted to see you down. What you're not seeing is you're gonna be on top, or to which extent your life is gonna turn around. It's gonna shock you. Ace of Swords, yeah. You're gonna be the last one smiling, the last one laughing. You're gonna be the one everybody's talking about, like, oh, I wanna be married, and stuff like that. Having a very, 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 very questionable motive, or a very questionable, like, very unfriendly, grumpy, greedy. You're the one that is going to get this blessed marriage, or this long-lasting marriage, or this beautiful family, or this rags to riches story. because your heart stayed connected to God. You did the right thing, but nobody was watching. Everybody was doing some type of bullshit here. So the reason why you are where you are is because you got a little bit of damage from other people. And Spirit doesn't want you to look at yourself like, yeah, I'm hearing what you're not seeing is you're going to have the biggest glow up you can ever imagine. And I'm also hearing there's like a goddess that wants to help you with your glow up. Okay, this is like an energy of like there's like a spirit. Yeah, and we talked about it like in Cinderella. There was this fairy that was helping Cinderella because everything was like you know, dirty, because they were like, you know, not treating her fairly. And then the fairy came, gave her this beautiful dress, and then she looked the most stunning in the whole room, although she probably had the least money out of all of them. That's what it feels like. There's like a spirit that is helping you with your glow up. There's a spirit that is helping you with your marriage, or is protecting your marriage, or is helping you to find true love. All these, okay, let me say it like that. The last thing that I'm gonna say, okay? And when I say true love and fake love, it doesn't have to be marrying this person. It can also be like true love, meaning like a manager sees your talent, that you have true talent and you're the chosen one. It's all about the true, okay, the word true. But I'm picking up like all these women, all these men are looking for true love being fake. And then they get fake love. And you are here, you're trying to be true to yourself, and you're not fake, but maybe you have less than them, or I don't know, like academically you have less, or you are less in their eyes, but you get the real deal. You get true love, or you get a true opportunity. But the true opportunity comes to you because your heart is true. But they thought they have to be fake in order to get what they want, and then they get fake shit. I don't know, okay? Okay, guys, I think I'm rambling. I hope you guys got the message here. I love you guys. I hope this resonates. I'm going to see my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye.